let's see if you're a part of the fourth soul group. So I used to say that the fourth soul group was one word, healers. And then I would open the door and say, but healers of all sorts. So healers in those professional sorts that we have come to know so well, you know, doctors, nurses, your optometrist, your gynecologist, your proctologist, your the doctor you go to see if you want to deal with something having to do with your body, mind, or spirit. Healers could be in any of those categories. And of course, the more recent kinds of healers that we hear about and engage with, and you quite likely might be, are the less familiar for the last couple hundred years, but quite familiar over millennia, energy healers and communicators and those who are doing hands-on and Reiki masters and, you know, we could go on and on, right? But there was always something a little bit missing for me, like that I found that I was trying to describe all these ways in which people are healers, that I eventually found myself saying, you know what it is that healers as a soul group is that it's anyone whom when you are in their presence, something transcends in you. Something shifts in your consciousness, in your well-being, in your physicality, in your understanding, and it's that piece that we actually call healing, right? That we can take what is and make it whole again, or show you how it is already whole. And then I had this. So I've been pondering, I'm like, healers isn't enough. Like, there's some other way to describe what this is. And I had this most magnificent experience just a few weeks ago. I was at a live music event here on Whidbey Island, where I am blessed to live. And small venue, and a local, I think from Seattle, came up to play. And she is a singer-songwriter. And she had a musician who performed with her who sang her harmonies. And it was exquisite. One guitar, two voices, absolutely beautiful. I'll be sharing her with you in the future. But for now, I want to tell you that as she was talking, and her name is Camille, as Camille was talking in her between the songs, she revealed that she used to be a teacher. I think she was a high school or junior high school English teacher. Correct that if I'm wrong. And somewhere in that moment, I got the transmission that the reason I've been having such a difficult time trying to get healers to be all these words is that this soul group really is those of us who are healers, teachers, artists. And in the ways in which we are healers, teachers, and artists, we, by our sheer being, or by the emanation or doing of that expression of how you heal, of how you teach, of how you art, that creates something changed in the field. So it may change the energetic, it may change the experience, it may change the molecular makeup, it may plant a seed of some new perspective, it may change your epigenetics, do you see what I mean? Like, it changes something. So healers, teachers, artists are this rich and diverse soul group. Which I love, and in my dream state, I hope that in the years that unfold, maybe days, months, maybe it doesn't take years, in the time that unfolds from here, that people will gather together in soul groups that aren't segmented, but rather whole and rich. And I think that being in a soul group gathering of healer, teacher, artists is magic. But then again, so is being in a soul group of visionary humanitarians. different quality of magic. And a different quality still if you're in a soul group with and physical gathering with those dedicated to consciousness and sustainability. And certainly for those of us who are birthing a new way of integrating the feminine and masculine.